Bravo, Matthew. So, how much do you know about what was going on in the world when Elgar wrote this piece?
I know World War II was happening at that time, which influenced a lot of things.
Well,
World War I, so World War I, yeah, sorry.
You just said one world war out. Yeah. So World War I had just finished, and 1919, I think he wrote this. I think he maybe started it a little earlier, but it was kind of a reaction to what had happened previously. I mean, Elgar was, sort of, and he was in the Edwardian era in England, and there was a great kind of feeling that the British Empire was huge. I mean, it was all over the world. It was one of the biggest empires at the time, and everything was kind of disintegrating at that time, particularly towards the end of the war, even though the war was won and there was an armistice. But then that created the problems which led to the Second World War, because there was really only 20 years or so between the two. So there was a kind of sadness and there was a kind of melancholy, a sort of reflection of what had previously been the norm. So there's a very important element in this piece which really needs to be brought out, I think, that kind of melancholy feeling. The very opening, the chords that you play, if you play the chords as kind of chords, you kind of lose the idea that there's a melody there. And there is a melody in even in the first three chords. If you just play the first three chords for me, and tell me where's the melody in the first three chords?
Top note.
The top note. So play just the top note of the first three chords. Yeah. Right, yeah. And of course then, as soon as you finish that, we have the woodwinds playing the clarinets, and they play that melody. You can just play the piano part, and then the B major, yeah. So can you play those first three chords and somehow bring that melody out, even though they're 3-part chords, 4-part chords, but we still need that line the melody gives us, yeah? Just try once. Good. Yeah. So really, the first two notes kind of go towards the third note, right? And if you think of the way the melody is shaped, so that's where we're heading for, is that. That's where we're heading for. So these phones, even though they're down bows, yeah. So what we really need to do with the first chord, particularly the first chord, maybe feel that it's growing rather than, and then we don't want them to disappear. We want them to feel that they're, again, so they really feel that they're going to the third chord. Can you do that? Much better. So the way we do that, of course, is how do we save the bow in the first chords to really make sure that we're following through to the second chord? Where would we need to play between the bridge and the fingerboard? But no, between here and here. Where's the best place to go? Nearer the bridge, because we can use a slower bow. If we use this, then we've got that much better. But if we play nearer the bridge, we can get that much more sustain, yeah, with that much less bow. So we've got more bow, more sustain, so we can actually, yeah, and feel that as you come off that, the note's still ringing. So that then we can go into the second chord. And that chord is a C major chord, but with a D on the top. Yeah, so it needs to go. And then. Then we have a sforzando here, yeah. And what happens here? There's a comma, right? It kind of, there's that feeling of taking a breath. And then the B, yeah? So try and get that line, you know? I'm really thinking of the line of the melody, just as when the clarinet's the. So we still get that melody even though we're playing chords. Yeah, I want to see, how long can you play that note? Just play that first chord and don't play the second chord, just play the first chord. How long can you make it? Could you 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 seconds. Try it. 2, 3, 4, 5, very good. Now add a little bit of vibrato and do a little crescendo. A crescendo, and as you bring the chord off, you hear it ringing on, yeah? So that's the vibrato that's doing that. So it connects to the next chord. Yes! Wow, that was great. Yeah. Oh, now play the second chord. Do that exactly that, and then connect. And then the loudest chord. Yeah. I'm kind of really reluctant to leave that D. I love that D so much in that C major chord. Hold it a little longer and see if it helps. And even that, because you're heading to the next chord, so the phrase is, yeah, no. You don't want it to suddenly pop out, you want it to go towards it. Just do the melody again without the chord from the D. Good. I'm hearing from you, sounds very even. I want to hear. So it feels that the passing note, the D, is really strong, and then it backs off, and then it goes again towards the next chord. So there's a really feeling of movement. You're transitioning from the harmony, from the C major with an added ninth, yeah. Good, good. And that's all to do with bow use, the way you use your bow. So we can use a full bow, and then less, and then more. Yeah, just the amount of bow you use could do that, and the vibrato can help as well. Good. Now add the chords.
Oh, just from?
Yeah, just from the C major. Yeah, but try to, you don't do any vibrato on it. If there was some vibrato, so there's some real passion in there. And the next chord, do the next chord, yeah. And then, now the comma is coming. Yeah, but you're giving it away too soon. Yeah, so it must feel like you're going to do that, but you don't. Expectancy. Yeah, you have to create that expectancy. So the audience, they don't really know where they are. If they don't know the piece, you will probably know the piece, but you know what's coming. But if you were playing it for the first time for somebody and they didn't know it, they thought, oh, what's going to happen next? And what happens next is this amazing. So it's somehow, appears from nowhere. Just do from the C. Yeah. When you do a fourth sounder like that, you really want the whole weight of the right arm. Yeah. I'm really thinking sinking into the string with the vibrato helping. Yeah. Don't grip it too much, but I really big amount of weight. Yeah, but wait, remember the comma? Remember the comma. Don't come in too early with the B. So we want that. Yeah, we want that feeling of taking a quick breath, yeah. Yeah, and make sure, give yourself time. You've got plenty of time. You've got that, that breath that you take is all the time in the world to go prepare so that it's really clean. Yeah, and I would put a little ping on it. And then save your bow, crescendo. Just do the B with an up bow. With an up bow, it's going to be, yeah. Yeah, so you have to really work out where you know your cello better than anyone else. Yeah, you know how it works. So I know that my cello, if I put my bow on, I can use that kind of bow speed. And then get nearer the bridge. So I know exactly how to make that sound immediate. See if you can get an immediate sound there. Yeah, can you play even quieter so that it's more expectant, yeah? And then, yeah, and try not to crush it. You don't want to crush the sound. You want, and again, the arm should be free, the wave. Yeah. And then the woodwinds. Play your theme again. Yeah, you finished. You finished by then, yeah. Now we have this, now this chord, again, it's expectant. What's going to happen? It's like a play. It's like, it's like acting. Something on stage is being set up, but nobody knows what's going to happen. What happens here is, what is happening? What is that? It's kind of like, something's happening. And then it happens again. And then even again, So it's like this exploration, something he doesn't even know. It's almost like he's improvising, yeah? You must make it sound like you're kind of improvising, like you're not really sure. You have that feeling? I knew exactly what notes you were going to play then.
Oh.
I don't want to know. I don't want to, make it a little bit more secret. Good. And I'll try again. Great. And now the third time. Yeah. Matthew, you did that the first time. Remember, they're the 16th notes. These are the 16th, then 16th. Now, 8th notes. So 1 and 2 and 3. And as we go. Yeah. It's almost like you found where you are, and then you gradually. I remember studying this piece with William Pleath. I don't know if anyone knows the name William Pleath, but I'm sure you do.
I have his book.
Yeah, you guys were, yeah. He was the teacher of Jacqueline Dupre, who made this piece, really, really famous when she recorded it and played it. And I remember he used to say, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And that's what it is. It's like you found you somewhere and you're just drifting off. And you're sleeping and the violas, they just take over. Yeah, yeah. See if you can get that. Go from the, that's the loudest one, and then you gradually go to sleep. Yeah, so think of all the things you can use to make that phrase work. So you can do it with gradually using less bow, yeah? And you can also use less vibrato. So this is the most vibrato, less vibrato, less bow, then right to the tip of the bow, and then you've got a whole bow. In case the viola section is late, you've got all that time. Yeah? They'll always be a little bit late because the kid's fallen asleep as well. And then he brings this. So you need to have lots of bow. That's it. Yeah. And now this when we get to this section, this is moderato. I think it's moderato. Yeah, yeah. So. It's not too slow, yeah, not too slow. We want to. Yeah. Now, I noticed the bowing you did. Every time. I think you did. So it sounded a little bit like that. It sounded like the third beats were always louder than the first two beats. Can you think of a bowing that might help that? Maybe with the first one you could do that. Maybe take the up bow one note earlier in the second bar, and then maybe the third bar. Just to vary it a bit, so that it's not always the same bowing. So it's not. Otherwise, it gets a bit too obvious. Yeah. 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 Another thing you need to do when you're shaping a melody like that, you need to use your vibrato very, very carefully. So we. And notice I'm vibratoing also on the eighth note. See? So again, my arm vibrato, which I was talking about before in the LACO, you know, if you use your arm vibrato, then you can change your fingers and the vibrato still connects. Now here, he marks an accent on that note. Do you remember? Yeah. Again, when you play from memory too much, you forget what the composer wrote. And Elgar was he was a stickler for marking exactly what he wanted. You know, some composers were a little bit messy. Schumann was very messy. You know, Beethoven was incredibly messy. But they kind of got it across somehow. Elgar, every tiny little dot, dash, marking, accent, everything he wrote in, little crescendos, little diminuendos. He was really, really, I mean, and I think we should respect that, yeah? Because later on, I think he writes different things, doesn't he? He writes a little accent on the third beat when he wants it. So later, I think the last time, I think he wrote, and then he writes, when he wants it played slightly differently. But the first time, I think we should play it smooth. And vibrato. Yeah, so once more, this, and vibrato on every note. Really smooth. Yeah, so try that, see if you can do the bowing. So, up, bow, down, up. Just take it one note earlier and see if it works. Now the up, bow, and now the same. What does he write here? Does he write sonore? I can't remember in the part. Doesn't he write something here? Maybe it's later on where he writes sonore, but sonorous. Yeah. So as you go lower in the instrument, we start off quite high, and as we get lower, he wants more depth in the sound. So when you could just do from the C sharp, and see, notice I'm doing the eighth notes too. I'm still vibratoing on the eighth notes. Now accents. Yeah. Really deep accent. Yeah, it's not a that kind of accent, is it? It's a weight all the way to the arm. Yeah. Can you do more vibrato? We've lost our orchestra. Okay. Yeah. Good, and let's carry on. Good, very good, very good. You'll let me know if we're running out of time. Ben, stop me if we need to. Yeah. Just let me know. So what I'm hearing from you is. You hear it? So what's happening? What am I doing with my bow speed?
I'm like swelling.
It's swelling, yeah. So you need to think of the shape. And then he writes, I think, an accent. And then a crescendo. Yeah, so really show the shape of it. Go from the now accent. I would actually do a clean stretch and then slide down. Try that. No, big sound. Crescendo. Yeah, I hear you. On that one, do you remember what he writes on that one? On that top B, he writes a sforzando.
Okay.
Yes, he writes it, and we didn't hear it. You played it very smooth. It was very beautiful, yeah? But I didn't hear the sforzando. Yeah, we really need to hear that sforzando. Do you go from the... Yeah, so here, I would do take two bows on that, because it's a crescendo on it. So we start crescendo, sforzando, and here, again, crescendo, another crescendo there, just on the third beat. He writes it. Where he writes those crescendos, I would take more bow. Yeah. You want to really, you want those crescendos to go right to the back of a big hall. And when you're playing this concerto with a big orchestra, you're going to be in at least a hall with 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people, 50,000. You need to project right to the back of the hall. Now crescendo. Yeah, the scale's very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah. Now, the next little section, so then we have the same theme again. So go from, let's skip a little bit. How are we doing for time? One more minute. Just let's go to the next section, let's go from there, just because this is now completely different from this long line in 3, which is in 3 in a bar. Now we're in 4. 2, 3, 4. So a little bit freer. It's almost like a slow waltz. I can imagine. Yeah, yum bum bum, yum bum bum, yum bum bum, dee da da dee. Try that. Yeah, try starting down bow, and then doing the slur, and then da 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 ya da da da, and then he writes a little accent there. You've forgotten it. Yeah, go back to the score. You write a... Yeah, so really show that accent. Again, left-hand accent. Yeah, don't quit with the bow. It's not that kind of accent. But more, you see what I do with my left hand? It's a little wider vibrato and more weight. It's an expressive accent. Yeah, but don't do them on every note. I'm hearing now. So they're all getting accents now. Look. Yeah, I'm really shaping it. Even though it's quite loud, I'm shaping it so that the phrase is obvious. Yeah. I wouldn't always slide. It doesn't sound great, do you? It doesn't sound great there, so I wouldn't. See, I do a stretch. So I vibrato on the lower note, and then I stretch. So my arm vibrato goes through the two notes, but there's no slide. So it's very clear, but I'm phrasing it still. Do on an up bow. Almost. Just go. Just do those notes. Now, 1/2 tone more. Now, just 1/2 tone more. Yeah, you see how easy it is when you can do it. Yeah. All right, bravo, well done.